Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Just Doing What We Do. Join me, Michael, and my guy,
Anthony, as we catch up with each other. Yeah, I'm going to read this. As we catch up with each other in our lives and talk about things we've been listening to, watching, or playing.
If you want to catch up with us, give us ideas, or just chill with us, like this video, subscribe. Subscribe.
And be sure to leave us a comment or join us in the chat. And with that,
Well,
what are you drinking?
I've got a myriad of things. I've got a Red
That's what I
Bull.
thought that was.
Then I've got water because it is allergy season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the Baja Blast.
The Baja Blast.
So that's what I'm drinking. I know you've got Baja Blast because I supplied it.
Yeah.
But where we're going, and we're just going to start out with it, I'm going to get our foods to taste test.
Taste testing.
Yeah.
Taste testing.
Do you know anything about this taste testing, sir?
I have no idea.
None at all.
I did not bring half of it with me today.
And I did not make the other half yesterday because I like making food. Sometimes.
I will say I have not had either of these things.
You've never had baba ganoush before?
I have not.
Yes. It's so good. It's hopefully roomish temperature. I probably should have got it out sooner. But I say we start with the trolley.
Well, let's start with that.
You want to start with the baba
Yeah.
ganoush? Okay. As we get crinkly items up near our mics. Let me pull open that. There we go. All right. So, oops. So you've never had baba ganoush before.
I have never had baba ganoush.
How are your nostrils doing right now?
I mean, they're fine.
Could you give a sniffy sniff?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
Have you ever heard anything about baba ganoush before?
I kind of know what's in it.
So it's first of all, it's a Mediterranean food. It is roasted eggplant, tahini, which is, I think that's a sesame paste. I don't remember what it actually is. Sorry. Some lemon juice, olive oil, paprika, cumin, and parsley. Oh, and some salt and pepper. So it is
I like all of those things.
It is a Mediterranean chip dip, basically.
So I see, what's the texture?
The texture is going to be mostly the eggplant and the tahini.
I guess it's not super
So
like...
I roast the eggplant for about 40 minutes. Just cut it. I buy 2 eggplants, cut them in half, drizzle some olive oil on top, roast them. I put my oven on broil and roast it. And it is. I have not tried this particular batch, but the batch I made last week was quite good. This I did a little bit more salt and pepper to maybe kind of even out give it a little extra flavor.
Okay.
He's going in for a second dip. I like this.
Validate my parking. I did not come up with that. I got that from somebody.
I mean, we all steal from someone at some point in time. There's no room up here for you, Cat.
Yeah. It's not bad. I don't know if there's... I'm just not getting a lot of pizzazz out of it.
It is a kind of a... If you want something super flavorful, to be honest, I think hummus is the way to go. Which that is chickpeas, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. I just particularly like... I like this just because I like kind of the more light taste. Now, to be fair, I'm still perfecting the ratio. Like, I'm kind of feeling it out as I go with each time.
Yeah.
First time I made it, I did not have enough eggplant, so it just didn't work. Second time, yeah, it's a pretty... I'm sure I could probably get the flavors, get the ingredients ratioed out a little bit better. But I still like it, and like frankly, I'm making it for me because like it's just a good dip. And like one thing I've seen a lot of people use this with is well, they'll get like falafel. Falafel, they'll do that, or like pita chips,
Yeah.
or like you could do like pepper strips, or I'm actually considering this week I'm probably gonna get like some celery because it's just another
Yeah.
boop.
Yeah.
But for me,
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. I don't know.
no kitty. Can you hold this?
Yep.
Zelda, you are a clinger of. There you go.
She wants the loves.
I know she does.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's not my jam.
It's not your jam. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think I might be
I do
one of the few Caucasian boys that loves me some baba ganoush.
See, I like things with a little more pizzazz.
Well, that's fair. And I like it.
I'm
I
a
like-
big salsa guy.
That's fair. Salsa is, like, to be fair, my all-time favorite chip dip is like guac. Like, give me some guacamole mixed with some, well, guacamole made with like onions, tomatoes. Trying to think what else I would probably maybe bacon bits if I wanted to get super fancy. But frankly, you can keep it pretty simple, just like onions and tomatoes. And I want to say, I don't know, it's been a hot minute since I made guac, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big guac. I'm not a big fan of avocados, but I do like me a good salsa.
Salsa is always good. It's always a solid decision.
That's true.
All right, so
All right.
crinkly bag number 2.
So we tried the trolley flavored Mountain Dew.
Yes.
Now we're trying the Mountain Dew flavored trolley.
See, making it kind of full circle.
I mean, that was kind of their plan.
Oh God, yes.
All right. I mean, it smells like trolley.
Smells like trolley dew. Not like the lemon cherry trolley dew, but like it smells like trolleys
All right.
and Mountain Dew.
So we got 3 flavors.
Okay.
We got original citrus,
Okay.
original citrus cherry,
So code red.
and original citrus blue raspberry.
Voltage. Okay.
Green for you.
Green for you.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not even going to comment on it. Get your mind out of the gutter. You're the one who wanted to do it.
No, I did it, and then my brain said something, which I won't say out loud because family friendly. And, yep.
It just tastes like gummy worms. It's really not. Is there another green one here?
I get the Mountain Dew flavor in the gummy itself.
Yeah.
The outer shell very much is just gummy worm.
Yeah.
You do the
Yeah.
you do the Markiplier
little
thing where
bit.
you like basically suck off all the citric acid, right?
Yeah.
And then you bite.
I mean, I would definitely eat these.
Oh, I have the world's worst sweet tooth, and the only way I get away with it is by not buying these sorts of things. So I would absolutely eat these so much.
Yeah. I mean,
It's fine.
I do get the Mountain Dew flavor. It's not very.
It's not strong, to be fair.
We're out of
But
green
maybe
ones.
the original Code Red, or maybe the original citrus doesn't necessarily lend itself.
Yeah, I mean, regular Mountain Dew is a fairly...
Basic.
Yeah, basic is the word I was looking for.
All right.
I'm just going in. We're not doing that again. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can
That's
taste the
way
color.
more better. Or,
Yeah.
those are words I said.
English is your first language.
No, it's Patrick.
Yeah. I mean, more of the cherry flavor.
Mm-hmm.
More Code Red-y.
In this one, in this particular case, I think the gummy worm outer shell actually makes it more, enhances the flavor because it reminds me more of like a carbonation bite. Whereas with the original citrus, I didn't necessarily get that. It just reminded me of a gummy worm. But this one is more of like a, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yum yum. Highly recommend that Code Red version. And then Voltage.
Which is essentially Voltage. That is very Voltage. That was right out the gate Voltage.
Someone who loves Voltage.
Which is good because that's most of this package.
Oh wow.
We ate all the greens and there's a few reds left. And the rest of them are all blue. Yeah, I could definitely eat a package of these in one sitting.
Oh yeah. Eat like a family size bag, and then you're wondering why you feel like butt in the next morning.
Why do I feel this way? And you look over.
You look over your
There's
bed and
an
you
empty
go, that's why I feel like I have a brick in my stomach. Yeah, no, I really like that Voltage one.
It's yeah.
Your windows are down, right? Or up, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, it was raining before you came
I
here.
was gonna say it was raining on the way here.
I had to think about it. So like, I'm pretty sure my windows are up. Because I went out briefly this afternoon, but...
I'm just gonna leave them here.
We're just going to leave them there. Cool. Let me be unhealthy at my own speed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just a bad influence.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we've gotten the taste testing out of the way. Overall, what would you give from A to F? What would you give the overall experience of all three? Because I know you said you'd eat it all, and that's fine. I would
true.
too.
Yeah. Comparing it to, I mean, taking into consideration what their goal is, so comparing it to both Mountain Dew and original gummy worms, I would... With their goal, as gummy worms go, as just a plain old gummy worm, I would give it an A. With the flavor in mind and the aim, I would give it a B minus.
B minus.
Well, actually no, because the blue raspberry, I'd give it a solid B.
Solid B.
So I guess split the difference, B plus.
B plus. Okay. B plus. Cool. I'm thinking. So busy listening, I didn't actually give myself time to think. So the original citrus, once again, pretty
Yeah,
bland as far as a gummy worm goes. Like, it's just bog standard lemon lime
Tastes
gummy
like
worm.
a gummy worm.
Yeah, like I didn't get any particular flavor out of it. But the Code Red and the Voltage were both very good. Like, I'd give those both solid A's.
Yeah.
Just based off the fact that it was just a average an average original do, we'll say, right?
Yeah.
I would have to call that particular flavor a C. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not D or F. Like that's just simple. It doesn't taste like Bernie Bot's every flavor beans farts or something like that. So it's good. The other two I would probably rate A. I think I'd put Code Red B range, voltage A. So I think ultimately, if I were to kind of Smith math, let's say, all three of those out, I think I'd probably give it about the same as a B plus. I think that's just about where it would land. Just where I'm at. If you disagree, if you have different thoughts, what should they do?
If you think we're wrong, you should get in the comments and tell us that we're wrong.
And get in the chat if you're watching it and tell us as well.
Yes.
And if you're also watching in the chat live, make sure you like this video again and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Anthony, what was on your phone this week?
A lot of Twitch streamers. I've been listening. I've gone back to one of my, I guess it's not really a guilty pleasure music genre, because I have no shame in enjoying it. It's, I forget what it's actually called. It's like European techno dance. It's the category that like Eiffel 65 and Aqua go into.
Yes, yeah, I track.
Like,
I
the Numa Numa song I listen to unironically.
Yeah, Dragonstad or whatever that song is. Yeah, that's a classic.
It's a good song.
It's a slapper.
It is. So yeah, I've been
So listening to kind of the old '90s.
Yeah.
Euro pop.
Yeah.
I think that was Euro pop. Yep, that's what they call it. 'Cause that was
I mean, that was that was their album title, was Euro.
Well, I think they were calling that based off the genre. I can't tell you that for certain, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like anyway.
I listened to that album a lot. I had that album memorized. At one point.
So that came out when I was in.
Oh, we were like.
All right. What's our nostalgia moment for the week, by the way?
I mean, you had one.
I had one. Okay, we're gonna change that up. We'll talk about it later.
When did that? Oh, I'm already in a.
You just need to get the app.
I do. I don't know why I didn't open it in the app.
So, listen, we will reminisce on that later because I think that would be a very good nostalgic moment for the week. Because the moment I had, I might touch on a little bit just as kind of a return to last week's nostalgic moment, but we'll get back to it. So, we're going to put a pin in Eiffel 65 till later.
Yes.
All right? Cool. So Twitch streamers, what have the Twitch streamers been playing that you've been watching?
A lot of is it Clover Pit? It's like,
I'm not hip to the new games as much anymore, so
it's very basic graphics. It's like what's that?
So is it an indie game?
I think so. It's kind of in the vein of that one mobile card game thing that I don't know the name of because I don't play it.
Balatro?
Yes, but it's a slot machine.
Okay, is it Clover Pit on?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's
an insane slot machine roguelike. I think I've seen someone on YouTube, one of the major guys, make a video on this. I haven't actually seen the video, but I think I've seen one of the big boys.
It's interesting. I don't know that I'll ever play it. It was fun watching the one streamer I was watching play it because he was like, when I hopped on, he was towards the end of what was a really good run. And so every time he pulled the lever, it was like stupid jackpots and whatnot.
Interesting.
It's yeah, that's a lot of Borderlands 4 is still going on.
It's a big game.
Yeah, that's what else? Oh, he was playing. I was watching Ball Pit tonight before I came over, which is another one of those roguelites. Like, yeah, just another indie game that, again, I probably won't play, but it looked interesting and.
You are a butt.
The food thing worked for a little bit.
I knew it would. I knew it would get them off the couch initially, and that's all I needed. Was to start with that.
Just so we could sit down.
Exactly. And that way they don't get as mad at me when I'm like lifting them and moving them. Like, this was my spot. Well, it's not anymore, and it's also kind of sort of my couch.
I didn't hear no quack quack seat back. So yeah. And then the other thing that I watched this week, which we can discuss later, was episode 1 of Critical Role Campaign 4.
Interesting. Okay. So that's another topic you want to talk about. I can do that. We can do that. I like that. For me, I have been listening to more Kiefer Green this week. Like, he's got other mixtapes that are all really good. It's kind of funny. I like this Kiefer Green guy because he likes doing wrestling stuff and like some of his mixes. So it's like, all right, I like you. But he's just got some, again, good remixes. I like good electronic remixes. Otherwise, I've been listening to, related to that, I've been listening to Skrillex live sets. His Ultra Miami 2025 set, his Ultra Miami 2015 set, and then his Quest for Fire basement set, which is, I think I've said it before, actually. It's like my go-to, I've got to go mow the lawn, right? And you got to put something in your ears, like,
Yeah.
I'm popping that in, and it's just, it's good. It's just, Skrillex is one of the best electronic artists out there, and to think he started in a punk rock band. From First to Last, I believe, is the name of the band he started in.
Okay.
I think that is
I
right.
didn't know that.
From First to Last. Yep. Yeah. American post-hardcore band formed in Tampa, Florida by Matt Good, Scott Ord, and Parker Nelms. And he was originally a guitarist. So if you look at members,
Oh yeah.
like in like a band picture.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yep. So that's kind of why I always find it funny when some of my coworkers, who they like, just, to me they're obscure, because they like say the name of the band and I'm like, excuse me, do you need a tissue, or like you just say like the name of like, what was it, like destroyed it was something fetuses, and I just went like, say what again? So they like these hardcore, like, kind of screamo bands,
yeah.
like the most death of death metal bands, and I got nothing against that, but then like I'll like play electronic music and they're like, well, I don't like this, and I'll be like, well, let me try some Skrillex. Most of the time they still don't like it, but I just go like, if only y'all understood the similarities between that music and like the dubstep and that kind of stuff, because breakdowns, like drops, like, just, it's so cool. I love that kind of stuff. The similarities.
I could pull a hot take on as a music guy. The hardest thing I listen to is like Avenged Sevenfold. That's about as hard as I'll get. Anything beyond that, and it's like, it's you're just making noise.
I won't argue. I think there's
Like if you're like, I I get there's musical artistry in screamo, but if I'm listening to music, granted I'm also a weird one. If I'm listening to music and I don't care that there may or may not be lyrics, I'll go all the way to video game music.
I mean, video game music is always good.
Yeah. And I mean,
Oh yeah.
what?
I found some like Far East metal remixes of like Zelda stuff. Oh, so good.
But yeah, because if I want lyrics, I'll list it. Because a lot of this screaming, you can't understand what they're saying. They're just screaming.
Yeah, I won't argue that one. There are some.
I'm sure there are outliers, and
I
there
think
are.
Linkin Park is an example of like where you can have scream
I think-
where you understand.
Yeah, I think there's screaming that you can understand, and then there's screamo. Or yeah,
Yeah,
where it sounds like they're gargling gravel.
Yeah, and you just think, go. You need a
Like
lozenge.
Chester could scream.
But that man had a voice of an angel.
Yes.
All like it's one of my favorite things to go back to and watching like the tribute
yeah.
concert is like the behind the scenes videos of him like warming up his voice and all this kind of stuff. You're just like, like you could scream like nobody's business, but brother, you had a voice.
Yeah. It's true. So, but I mean, I've about the only electronic music that I really have ever gotten into is Daft Punk. Not to say that Skrillex is bad, because I do every once in a while. I'll get in a mood.
I think I think everyone needs to try his new album because it is still out there, right? It is still an electronic album that may not still be everyone's taste, okay? Like, I'm willing to admit that, but what I love about his new album, it's F you Skrillex, you think you're Andy Warhol, but you're not. I love that album title. But the entire album's actually meant to be listened to front to back. Because I think he basically mixed it, and you can tell by how, like, the lengths of the songs and the kind of names that it's meant to be listened to almost like its own live set.
Gotcha.
And it's like a 30-minute listen to at max. I think it's 32 minutes maybe. So it's a short listen, but I think it's a really fun listen, and yeah.
I might have to do that. Give that a listen. I do like the albums that are meant to be listened to from front to back. Because you don't get a lot of that nowadays.
No.
It's just like, it's just this song.
They were
just a collection of
manufactured
songs.
around like 2 or 3 singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas an album that tells a story.
Yeah. I'm not sure this really tells. It maybe tells a story. Well,
In general.
In general.
Or
Like-
sequential.
Take, for example, Pink Floyd's The Wall, right? That is an album that is meant to be listened to front to back. Because, well, technically it's meant to be a secular album.
Yeah.
Right? Because it actually, when you listen to the end of the last song on The Wall, it's the intro to the first song as well.
So you could just put it on repeat. Just
I won't say I haven't done that.
Speaking of Pink Floyd albums, Dark Side of the
Oh yeah. Well, we've
Dark Side
done
of
that
Oz,
before.
Yeah, we have.
That was still to this day. That's kind of it's too similar to not be a pure coincidence.
Right.
So anyway,
Anyway.
before we go ahead and pass the peace pipe,
Right.
I have
What have you been
been
playing?
did I talk about? Otherwise, yeah, I've been listening basically the same for podcasts. Well, actually, no. I've been listening to some Gary Vee stuff just for encouragement, affirmation, and just good life advice. Like he's a bomb entrepreneur, like one of the best out there. So he gives really good he gives really good marketing advice. He gives really good just entrepreneurial advice, but then he's got some just really solid life advice too. He has been very influential to my life. So I like listening to him from time to time. But yeah, for playing this week, if anyone caught it this past week, on Thursday I did my first live stream back on Twitch. That's right, Twitch. If you look at the channel banner on our channel, in fact, you'll see that it tells you when I stream on Twitch. And at this name below me, down here too. So that was fun. I played Borderlands 4 because it's just a fun game. The only thing I found is, I don't know, I still love Borderlands 4, but I think they've got some weird optimization issues. Because
That's what I've been hearing.
that game started out running really great. I literally had very little issues with it at launch and could run it at like medium settings. I was running, now granted I was streaming, but I had everything on like low settings for Twitch. And when I did my birthday stream, I was streaming on YouTube, right? I was streaming on medium, and it was smoother than it was for Twitch. I had to stream at low. So I think they're doing some weird things with Borderlands that's messing with the overall optimization. So that's a little frustrating, but at the same time, like, we've talked about this before, but we grew up gaming in the era where you could count polygons. So like when I'm playing on low settings and it still looks incredible, like it's hard to get really that mad. It's just more of a, hey, I remember when I was able to stream and get it look better. What the heck happened, you know?
Yeah.
So I've been playing a lot of that, and for both you, my birthday stream and for this live stream on Thursday, I've been using that Belkin thing that I initially bought for, I don't know, because I had expendable cash and I was stupid. And then I gave to you because I had very little use for it, because while it could work on Mac, I really didn't game that much on Mac. But now that, well, I've been a PC gamer boy for a while now, but now that you're back in town and that thing's back, like, I have been finding myself enjoying that a lot.
It's nice. I've got a different one, which I need to get hooked up. I think I just need to install a driver or something.
Oh, yeah. I had to find a driver from Windows XP.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which they're nice. I mean, it's a quick and it's easy and you're not fighting with a whole keyboard.
Yep. And I think we've talked about this before, but my favorite thing about it is it's just how it kind of keeps everything. And like I've got like the D-pad set for like hotkeys, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily using the D-pad for movement because I like the WASD style movement by and large.
Yeah.
But I can put hotkeys on there, and I've got like that little circle button that I use for jump, and you can set it so there's a little key at the bottom that can switch profiles, and you can have it so that key just switches profiles. So like while you're playing, in theory, it's made for like kind of the MMO style of stuff, right? Where like I think they're moving with the D-pad, and then they've got all their hotkeys on the keypad, and then they switch their profile because now they've now they're a healer class or whatever. I wanted to get into end game MMO stuff, but I never could get past the BS at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I love that thing, and like if a game makes sense, was built for a controller, sometimes I'll just play it on the controller. Sometimes I'll actually prefer to use that keypad thing, but there are some games now that they're building them with more logical keyboard key placements. And if there are more logical keyboard key placements, I actually prefer my keyboard just because clickety-clack, it's a mechanical keyboard and it it's fast and it feels nice, and
Yeah.
I like that. But when it's not strictly optimized like some games are, or maybe my fingers just aren't big enough, I don't know. But I much prefer that kind of style of thing. The only thing I don't like is that it it can be a little awkward.
Yeah.
But I still love it. I still love it. Outside of that, I have been. I almost brought. I should have brought it over here, but you'll notice over there. There's a little gray case. That is a backbone. So I plug that into my phone, and then I can kind of use like my phone as a like a. I can use it to stream games from my PC. I can stream games from the PlayStation, or I can just play other games. Like I have a Chrono Trigger installed on that because with Verizon I have Apple One. I get all the arcade stuff.
Oh,
So like I have Stardew Valley on that, and I found this new game called NFL Retro Arcade 26. Which did you ever play NES games?
a little bit, yeah.
Tecmo Bowl.
Yes.
This game is kind of like a. It's very similar to Tecmo Bowl in that you don't have defensive plays. It sims the defensive side,
Okay.
and you are only playing offense, and it's a lot of fun. And because it has 26 rosters, I'm currently playing as the Texans. So, because if you didn't know, there are 3 Cyclones that are wide receivers on the Texans team. So
That makes sense.
I can throw my boys the ball. And literally I got to meet one of them. So
Fair enough.
yeah. Oh, I forgot. Well, we'll talk about it later. I've got a tease. I also went to a movie last night. I went to go see The Smashing Machine.
Okay.
And I have that as another topic because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a whole lot of thoughts on that movie. And I will talk about that later when we get to our other topics.
All right.
But yeah, that covers what I've been playing. How about yourself?
I haven't been playing a whole lot of anything. Mostly,
You've just been busy this week.
yeah, a little bit of Phasmophobia still. It's still kind of the season for it.
You're right.
Mostly.
It's also the season for Silent Hill.
That is true. That is very true. It is also kind of the season for, well, and we can get into that.
Oh yeah.
What I've decided to play here in the future.
Well, why don't we just start talking about our life updates then?
We could do that. So the plan is to start me streaming this week on Twitch. And I have a game picked out.
Okay. What game?
We're going to go 7 Days to Die.
All right.
Good old classic. It's got Twitch integration.
Yep.
Actually, they just had a drop. That was the other thing. Was it last night? I logged on and one of the streamers I follow was playing it, and they were just playing. I was just on watching them play it, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, and don't forget to get your drops." And I was like, "I wasn't even here for that, but I'll take them." So, no, yeah, and I mean, I think I've been trying to decide whether. I mean, I'll probably be overall a variety streamer, but
We both will be.
survival crafting is my bread and butter. I love me a good survival craft. So I'll probably start 7 days at some point. I'll probably wait until they get one more big update out, but Valheim
Okay. Nice.
and Minecraft's always a good one.
Yeah. I think my well, I'm gonna. I'm not counter. I will. I'm not trying to steal your time, but I think personally, I'm going to continue with Borderlands for streams. Just
I mean,
because
yeah.
That's what I've got the time for, and unless I find a good cinematic game,
Yeah.
because that's like survival craft and JRPGs are his bread and butter. I love me cinematic games.
Yeah. Or farming sims. I could
You could spend all day in.
I could play Stardew Valley every day for hours. Which I know is, at least starting out, is not the most exciting thing. Even late game, it's a lot of the same. But it's so peaceful. So quiet.
There's something to be said for that.
And maybe I'll stream that as well. Because I play that because I've beaten Vanilla. He does have, well, he's mentioned another update. And usually with his big updates, it means that all the mods don't work anymore.
Yeah,
And all the mods have to catch up.
Yep.
So I might just wait for that. We'll see. He hasn't said when. So I also don't want to stream the other 2 games that I would want to play because we've agreed to do them together. Even though I would absolutely start playing them now, but I won't be that guy.
I mean, to be fair, you could play some of those games to have thoughts for future playthroughs, right?
That's true.
And
granted, I've already beaten Kingdom Hearts several times over.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, there's a streamathon that we're in the active stages of planning, and by active, we're slowly actively.
It's true.
That I haven't played the second and third installments in a hot minute, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to being. It's going to be almost like a blind playthrough again. Because, I won't have played them since basically 2007, 2008. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I know 3 came out when I was a freshman. And 2 came out in 5, 6, something like that.
Are we talking Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Okay.
MP.
When did they come out? All right, I have the date for that. When did...
I'll say don't say the name because I'm trying to tease. Although I think we've probably talked about it a little bit, but
probably. Really?
Yeah. It's been a really long time since those games came out.
I do have a fun fact. When we get to that point, I have a fun fact about
that release date or something.
That game.
Okay.
And my strategy for buying consoles.
I bought the Wii for that game.
I bought that before. Well, actually, no.
No, actually, that's a lie. I think I maybe bought that for Twilight Princess.
I bought the Wii for that, but I also bought that before I bought the Wii.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 was the reason I bought a PS4.
Yeah. Which that is another weekend plus by the way.
Oh yeah, that one's longer than this one's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, that will be a separate Thursday night planning session, I think.
Yeah.
Or we'll have to find a different night to plan because that's a Twitch night.
Yeah.
That's what weekends are for.
Oh, speaking of, my planned day for Twitch is going to be Wednesdays.
Ooh, what time?
Probably 7.
7 o'clock?
Probably a 7 to 11.
Ooh, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one upping me. I did 7 to 10. This man's doing 7 to 11. I guess that means you just have to watch him. Actually, you just have to watch his boat.
I'm also just up later than you are most of the time.
That's true. Well, there's that. There's also I have to do things like edit these and make shorts and.
That's true. You're doing more work than I am.
Do thumbnails and. Most nights last night I didn't go to bed. Last week I didn't go to bed till like 2.
That's fair.
So I've been napping a lot this weekend.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start with 7 Days to Die. I think it was just an easy. It's kind of that season. Apparently, I don't know if I'll get in on the drop or if I'll even be eligible to do that. Doesn't matter. And it's a good start, good segue. Yeah. Then I can get into other stuff later.
Nice.
Because I'm like halfway, 2/3 of the way through Mass Effect 3, So there's no real point in starting that or doing that one.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna show my rage side to start with.
I mean, you could.
I could. Maybe put that behind a paywall.
Right.
But yeah. So that's coming up. And then I mean it's 2 weeks out, so but NebraskaCon's coming up.
Oh.
Because I'm that kind of nerd that goes to conventions.
He is that kind of nerd. But that's okay. What are you looking forward to at Nebraska?
Right now just the vendor floor. I haven't looked at to see what panels they've got, but they've usually
He's
got.
just looking forward to buying stuff.
It's true. And it's a fun atmosphere. People cosplaying things. I don't know that I'll cosplay anything. 2 weeks is not enough time to put something together.
Yeah. You will cosplay as yourself.
Yeah. I'll be lucky if I can get a Halloween costume set up before Halloween.
I never do Halloween costumes.
I
shouldn't say I've never. I just as an adult who doesn't go to college parties, I have no need to go. And most of the time, I don't have my son on Halloween.
That's fair.
No, like I will go out and with him and his mom and like go do Halloween costume shopping and that kind of stuff, right? But most of the time, I'm not the one that gets to go out. So like, and
Yeah.
again, last time I got dressed up for Halloween was for the Yale college parties.
Way back when.
Way back when.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it'll be fun to see. And I mean, last year they had some really interesting panels, so I'm sure there'll be stuff to do.
I'm sure you'll find something.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, the Twitch thing is my big. I don't know. Did you put that in the
overlays?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
As long have you switched over to Sir Splashly?
Not on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's an update. Probably going to change my Instagram handle, so
ta-da!
Keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
And might actually start using Instagram more often.
I don't even technically use Instagram, but I also technically do because whenever I like post a picture to Facebook, I have it cross post to Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Because, yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah. So that's your life updates.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, it's been a week. Actually, it's actually been a good week. Let's see here. So I went and saw. Again, I teased it. I'll tease it again. Went and saw this mastering machine last night. I have lots of thoughts on that. My kid's picture day was this week, and it's so much different than when we were doing it.
Oh.
I mean, it is and it isn't. Okay, like they still brought home, like, they still bring home a sheet that you can like fill out and be like, I want this and this and this, right? And they get the picture. However, I don't fill that out because I'm going to do it all digitally, right? However, where it's different and where it's crazy, right, is you remember picture day happened and then you could order it right then, but you could still order it later, right? Mm-hmm. But it took a hot minute for stuff, right? Like you didn't know what it was going to look like. You didn't know if you were blinking. They didn't give you previews, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Although, granted, I don't think school photographers like, hey, blink, we'll just leave that one. I think most of the time they took us.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, his picture day comes and goes. By the end of the day, picture day, I had seen the picture that they took. Then I was able to order it and order a big package of photos with like varied backgrounds and like digital, like these cool like portrait backgrounds, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And it was like it's easy. I even have digital copies of all of them downloaded to my computer. It was crazy. It's like, I don't remember picture day ever being this smooth when I was a kid.
No.
No. Like, and now granted, it's not like I was at school to see how that all went, but I always remember ordering was kind of just a fustercluck.
Yeah.
And now it is just so simple.
I mean, back then we didn't even have. I don't even think we had digital pictures back then.
Nope.
Back in my day.
So like, I have Christmas present. Like, like I texted my ex-wife and her husband, like, because we have the group chat, right? I was like, hey, I ordered this package of pictures for us. Like, there's more than enough for every grandparent and family member that might want a picture. So like, granted, I will get first dibs because they're writing here. But
It's true.
But yeah, so that was that. And then speaking of pictures, I had to go get my driver's license updated, or not up. Well, I did have to get it updated because my old one expired because I got older.
Yeah, I need to get mine updated too.
So I've officially joined the cult of the Gold Star.
See, that's what I need to get. I don't have that yet.
But it was super simple because you know how like the general stereotype for the DMV.
Don't they do?
Hold
Okay.
up. You know how
Good.
the stereotype for the DMV is always like, oh, it's about the most annoying thing. Like you go and you sit and you have to wait for hours, and sometimes you hear babies crying and people speaking in multiple different languages and all this kind of stuff, right?
And the clerk always has the worst day of their lives.
Exactly. And it takes forever, all this kind of stuff. Now, I did get there. There was a native speaking Spanish person there. It is what it is. Right? I got no judgment. But I had an appointment online because you cannot walk in anymore. You have to set an appointment online. So I guess yay for COVID in that respect. You have to set an appointment online. My appointment was for 9:30. I was out with my paper license at 9:39.
Wow. Okay.
I clocked in, got my number, sat down, literally this is what I did. I sat down, opened this, looking at my thing, now serving your number, okay? Had my documents ready to go. That was one thing. Make sure you go to like the website and you got to have like multiple, you have to have multiple forms of things. And especially because my driver's license was expired, you can't use your driver's license, so I had to use a passport. You have to use like a passport or a birth certificate. My passport's expired, so your boy was using his birth certificate.
I would have to go find. Well, I think I know where mine is at.
There's also other things you can use, like a social ID, your social security number card,
That
kind of stuff.
I have.
But nonetheless, you have to have multiple forms of documents. And I had them all. I prepared. I just went to the website. Literally, when you schedule it, they also give you a link. Be like, make sure you have these documents with you, right? In and out, less than 10 minutes. Legitimately the smoothest DMV experience I've ever had. Like, because I have had that typical experience before where you go in, you sit, and you wait for like hours waiting to be served. I remember starting at the middle of a book and finishing it while I was waiting at the DMV before. So, like, I've had that experience. So this time it was just like, sweet, it was done. I came home and I was like, I still have time before I have to go to work. What do I do?
Good to know, because yeah, I have to go get mine done one of these days.
And other than that, you can't really tell because my phone is being used. Well, you can tell. Well, no, you really, well, you can. Nonetheless, I've been feeling the urge to go naked on my stuff lately. I normally have a case.
Yeah.
But I've just kind of been like, you know what? I feel like just letting it kind of shine on its own.
Yeah.
So like though I did buy a D brand skin, I bought like their triple Damascus, so it's the white Damascus, so it's like a kind of like a hollow white kind of look.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll have that on it, and I bought like a little O snap. It's similar to a pop grip,
Okay.
but it's metal and it's magnetic. It's like it will MagSafe to the back of my phone, but then it itself is also magnetic. So then you can like just boop and put like on a fridge or put on like a metal wall.
Okay.
But
yeah.
then it also can like pop out to. It also does. You can hold it with your fingers. You can hold it with one finger. You can use it like a kickstand.
Gotcha.
All that kind of stuff. But the particular thing I'm hoping is that they advertise it does pass through wireless charging. The only way we guarantee it is if you use our branded charger. So, but like if it say works with like that one or that one, because that particular one that you guys can't see, but this one like right there is like I've got like that same model in my bedroom.
Okay.
So like if it passes through and does that, like I'm gonna be stoked. Just throw it behind you.
Do that.
Yeah, and then I ordered a new little CarPlay device. I have like a little because you've been in my car, so I have that monster one kind of a fixed. I ordered like a little autocast that's just like a little, like literally just like a little USB plug-in and then like a little cube at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll just go boop. Why? Because
Why not?
it's a little simpler. I don't have to have a cable running, and it'll just be boop boop. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's basically been my life updates for the week. DMV was about this. Oh, I cannot begin to tell you how great that DMV experience was. And he was even friendly.
Wow.
I know, it was incredible. So let's talk about our nostalgic memory of the week, because we put a pin in it earlier.
We did.
So, Europop. I remember that came out. Oh, I can't say I remember the year,
I looked it up.
but I remember I was in second grade.
That Eiffel 65 album came out in 99.
Yep, I was in second grade.
10 years old.
Was I in second grade?
No, you would have had been you because we were 10 years old.
10 years old, yeah.
So it would have been 4th grade?
Something like that, yeah. Probably 4th grade?
Because I remember...
I know I was in elementary school.
Because I remember, I don't know if it was 5th or 6th grade, I remember Blue being the talk. It was like 5th or 6th grade. Granted, that's still like 2 years after it came out, but it had the same kind of talk that the Numa Numa song had when that came out too. When did that come out?
99.
Really?
I swore that came out so much earlier. Because, like, no, I remember listening to Europop, like, on repeat. I listened, this was, like, a few months ago at work. I remember I just basically put the album on, right? Mm-hmm. And a song would finish and I'd be able to, by memory, not having listened to this album in years, I could begin humming like the intro to the next song, and then I'd be able to like recite like a good portion of the lyrics, and then know the outro, and then the intro to the next song. I was just like, I listened to this album so much.
Right.
No, I remember that being in middle school.
Yeah, I do.
I remember
that.
being in middle school for that song.
Yeah.
For Who Let the Dogs Out. But like I could have sworn Mambo Number 5 coming out in before 1999. Like I would have sworn I was in 3rd grade, like jamming out to that, but 4th grade fits.
I mean, it's all about the same time. That all runs
It's all in
together.
that same era. I'm just trying to see if I can. So, since we're in the nostalgic portion, I'm currently in my brain, like, walking through my elementary school halls. Like, remember, okay, this was the 2nd grade room. Da. Then that was 3rd. Right, 4th was on that side. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I remember. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm back there and remembering listening to that and that. Not strictly listening to that in that room, but I remember I remember memories in the same stretch of period of time. So,
Yeah.
wow, that's crazy.
I didn't realize it was that old.
We're old, buddy.
Yeah, we are.
We're so old.
Yeah, I listened to that album. Oh, that's another album that I used to listen to.
I never listened to that. I remember a few of his songs playing at our local roller rink.
Because I think for whatever reason we had the album, and so it was the only
Probably your sister.
possibly it was either my sister or my mom. And that was the I think it was the first. Did that really come out in '91? There's no way. There's no way. Nope, it's not that one.
Okay.
Or was it the night? That one came out in '99 too. Goodness gracious. I mean, that had his like big hit song. Because that was back in that day.
Back in that day,
I mean, granted, the technology was.
we had to be careful with our music players because they would skip.
It was right. It was. We were past cassettes. We were past 8-track tapes. We were on CDs, but it was still like you had your Discman and you put in a CD, and it was kind of like listening to an old record. I mean, we had the skip function, so you could go. There was enough.
You could go through the tracks.
There was enough programming on the CD that you could skip to the next track and not have to pick up the needle and move it, and guess and hope that you got it right.
Oh, that's middle of the course.
But still, you put it in, and you would just listen to the album from start to finish.
Yep.
And skip a song if you really didn't like it. But I mean, so yeah, I listened to Europop front to back so many times that I had all the songs memorized.
Everyone.
And yeah, you know the next song on the album.
Yeah.
So even a lot of those songs to this day, if I hear those songs on the radio, my brain automatically starts going to the next song. And it's like, nope, we're
nope. Now we're listening to Britney Spears.
We are freewheeling.
Europop was such a classic. I honestly, while we're playing our couch, I think we didn't talk about this pre-show, but I think we should play the game we played last week.
I'd be down for that.
And then we'll just also put on Europop in the background.
I'm done with that.
So I want to hear your hot take, if you remember what it was.
Oh, I think it was the Screamo one. The Screamo's kind of.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fair. Okay. I'm just gonna stick with my.
I like your. Let's.
You like that?
Yeah.
I hate my hot take of the week. I'm gonna make this clippable. My hot take of the week. I hate professional jargon. I get it. You probably have to deal with this more than I do, in some regards. Like, your professional jargon is kind of sort of necessary.
I could dig on my professional jargon too.
But in one aspect of something that I do for my work, I'm working with business professional people. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they are, their whole thing is relationships and doing the best things for their clients, right? And
Yeah.
I hate. I'm sorry, hate's a strong word, but I do hate it. Where professionals will use jargon just for the sake of sounding business professional. In this particular example, it sounds like we're in natural alignment.
Yes.
What does that? No, just use the phrase. Looks like we have things that are in common. Looks like we have some things that we are both looking for. We're in natural alignment. That is marketing horse crap.
It really is. Some of the
Like, just use common sense phrasing is all I want. Like, when there's a potential possibility for things to work together, like, let's just call it what it is. This looks like a natural opportunity where our two brands can work together. Mm-hmm. Like, alignment, it just feels like,
I mean, alignment by itself would be fine. But the fact that you have to throw natural alignment, like, what hippy dippy thing are we into now? Like, yes, our goals are aligned. There's your phrase. Not looks like we're in natural alignment. All right, Hari Krishna, what else do you have to say about it? Like, I agree with that. It's some of the, and there's some phrases that have always, like, some of those professional phrases that have always kind of struck me as odd, and I'm not a big fan of, like, touching base. Like, I get where it's come. I understand it. I know what it comes from. It's a baseball thing.
yeah, okay.
But if you don't know what it means, you're like, what did you just say to me?
I don't know. Touching base makes sense to me.
Well,
Not even from a baseball standpoint. Like, just from a,
Yeah.
It's you're keeping up with someone.
You're going-
going.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know how you're doing.
But yeah, now we're in natural alignment. What does that even mean?
But also, I will throw car mechanics under the boat here too. Like, do you know how many times I've talked to people who go to school? You, for example, I'll be like, "It's this. This is what they explain it," and then you talk to someone else like, "Oh, you mean this thing?" And it's like, "Oh, you mean the natural vibrator motor skater thing?" I'm like, "Mother trucker." I talk to other people. They call it this. You and your other hillbilly buddy call it this.
Okay.
Like,
So
common terms, folks.
even within my own industry.
Yes.
Even within, well, not my
Your
own.
industry is bad at this too, by the way.
Oh.
You know it. Yes.
So we have what we call it. Then I use to help me diagnose and figure out, look up schematics, look up how to take things apart. We have, and most brands have their own. We have, like, a website where we can go and we can look up, like, a service procedure, how to take this out.
Okay.
Do all that.
I thought it was going to be a cross-brand translator.
No. I'm sure there is that. But so we've got our service library that we use. And then we've got our, like, scan tool program that is our proprietary one, which lets us dig deep into our brand of cars and pulls up, like, the schematics of the network of the car and whatnot.
Yep.
There are so many times where the one thing is not even called the same thing between the two of them. It's within the same company. Wow. And the engineers and the techs, and nobody can agree what this is called. So
we call it the carburetor cover. We call it the vent mount.
In fact, I just had this where I was replacing a rear differential. But everything's a module. If it has any sort of component in it, it's a module. So, like, your door switch is the front door module.
Okay.
Everything's a module. So the rear differential, because it's you can electronically control it, is the
The rear differential module.
it's the what is it's the RDM, rear drive module,
Okay.
something like that. And then
Rhythm.
after replacing it, I have to program it. So I go into the other program, and I can't just like type that in. I have to figure out what it's called in this because it's not called that. I mean, I could kind of get to it because it told me kind of where to go. So I went into the module that I actually go through, and then I go through functions, and it's like, all right, this module replacement, but it's called something else. So
That's just stupid.
and to make matters worse, everything's abbreviated. Everything's abbreviated. RDU, RDM, ECU,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
PCM, BCU,
OBD. Yeah. All that.
everything. So then half the time you're like, I don't even know what this is. And it gets dumb. There's I was trying to look it up. It's because you've got all the cameras for your assisted driving.
Okay.
So like your radars.
Yep. All those.
There's one it's like because it's like the rear mid-range radar module. So it's like the RDM, I remember taking that class and looking at it and be like, that is the
This is
that's
the
that's never gonna stay
stupidest.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
So yeah, no, the industry I'm in, it's worse than you think it is because we can't even agree within our own
I'm about to say,
company.
yeah, no one can agree on what they want to call it. Yeah, so I guess that, yeah, oof. That gets us to our other topics. I'm going to quickly touch on it, just because we are kind of running low-ish on time. Game Pass price increase, stupid, went from $20 to $30.
Oof.
Like, and they literally, it's the poopification of it because, like, yeah, I would just, basically the simple way to put it, they have made more expensive for generally less overall, unless you pay for the top tier, which basically, yeah, they increased the price by 50%. It went from 20 to 30 for, and so lots of people are like, nope, no need to pay $30 a month for this if I can just buy the game for 60 to 70 bucks that I want, like, the game. So Game Pass, I've been off Game Pass for a while now, but I saw that news and saw people leaving en masse, and I just went, yeah, it's about right.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Microsoft plays stupid games, gets stupid prizes. I'll quickly touch on, do you know anything about Sora 2 released this week?
I do not.
Okay, so Sora is it's done by OpenAI. That's the video creator.
Okay.
And it is scary, scary good now. Maybe later after the stream, while we're doing kind of maybe after Outer Space or before Outer Space, we will, I'll show you some of the videos that they're creating now with Sora. Like, like Tupac and Biggie, like talking to each other in the middle of a WWE ring.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, or I saw one video this afternoon. Someone had Stephen Hawking doing doing wheelchair tricks on like a skateboarding half pipe.
Oh wow.
So, and actually there's I don't know if it was made by Sora, but a video went viral of like, it was AI generated, but people thought it was real for a minute, of this woman getting blasted like point blank by a t-shirt cannon.
Oh.
It's like, oh, goosh, like goes back in the beat. It's funny, but the people are like, oh, this is real. How dare they? It's insensitive. And they go, hey, by the way, that guy's leg disappears for like 5 seconds. So like, it's getting scary, and also like there's still things, but still, the Sora stuff is crazy. I'm gonna let you talk about Critical Role quickly though.
I mean, for people who like D&D and watching other people play D&D, I mean, episode 1 was fantastic. It's so much fun to watch these people, because it's not, one, they're not LARPing, so they're not dressing up or doing anything fancy, but they are all actors, and a lot of them are voice actors, and so there's a lot of voices, them doing accents or whatnot, but still being in character.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like, I mean, they're all kind of actors, to some more than others, but to a certain extent, all of them are.
Gotcha.
And it's I mean, it's telling a story. I mean, it's kind of like watching. I mean, it's almost not unlike old school storytelling where you just had someone sitting around a fire, like a campfire story.
Yep.
There's more math and dice involved,
It's
but
a little more interactive, but yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, and from what I can tell, it's a fresh story, and I mean, there's all of these people, because I've watched, because the current DM, Brennan Lee Mulligan, he's done Dimension 20, he's done years and years of that. Matt Mercer's another big name. He's done years and years, and so they're all very familiar with the game, and they're all very good storytellers. I mean, Brennan is very good at world building, and it's mostly regular Critical Role people.
Okay.
But some of them have done other things. Like I know there's a couple that are voice actors for other things. And then one of the players, Abria, she's done. I've watched videos. She's done DMing for, and I'm not sure if it's a campaign or if they're like spin-offs, because I haven't actually gone and looked in. But the people who did the voice acting for Baldur's Gate 3, doing their characters in a campaign setting.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, they're all really good at what they do, and it's like watching a TV show, just a little bit nerdier, and you have to use more of your imagination.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, makes it, to a point, almost makes it easier to do something else while you're doing it, because you do just listen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of almost like an audiobook. But yeah, way nerdier. And there's dice involved, and
yeah.
So, and it's to a point scripted. Generally, D&D games, and I know you haven't played a lot. Generally, the campaign itself is scripted by the DM to a point, because your players can make decisions as they go. So, overall, I mean, I'm super excited about where this is going. And yeah, it was a 4-hour episode, so I had to watch it because it came out at like 9 o'clock on Thursday, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to watch this whole
9
thing.
p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 7 p.m. Pacific time, which is 9 p.m. our time. Yeah. It's like, well, I guess I'll watch it more this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, anything that's that long, you kind of have to watch in parts. Or if you're me, I'll put something that on multiple times, because I'll just zone in and out as I do other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I ended up watching it again in full last night, because I was home by like 8, 9 o'clock, and I could just stay up that late.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
Sorry, I need caffeine. So you like Critical Role? Cool.
Yeah, I'm a D&D nerd.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I've never been shy about that.
I've played D&D before. I played D&D in high school. I like it, and that was with just people who liked to play the campaign. Then there's people that, I've played all. Then later I played with people that just how they played wasn't compatible with how I play, which is
Yeah.
yeah, we all play differently. So, yeah, I don't. If only it was available on YouTube. Like if they had like a super like legitimately, if they had like this is like ad supported and not just ads like sponsor supported and YouTube ad supported, I would probably watch it or at least try it.
Yeah.
Like just because I pay for YouTube Premium,
Same.
so like
Yeah, a lot of those I got a subscription to Beacon because that's where all of Critical Role stuff is.
Yeah.
I have a subscription to Dropout TV, which is, I mean, there's more on Dropout than what was College Humor.
Yep.
There's more than just Dimension 20. There's a bunch of other stuff that I also watch.
Yeah.
So
I get it. I also subscribe for Float Plane and that kind of stuff. So like I get it. Yeah. So I'm glad you like it and glad you seemed like you enjoyed the first episode. So
oh yeah, there were twists and turns, and it's gonna be.
nice. I need to take more Mountain Dew.
Take Mountain Dew instead of drink it. It's like a drug.
Take it into my veins. Speaking of taking things into my veins, the Smashing Machine. I went to go see the Smashing Machine last night, which that is a movie based off former mixed martial arts and UFC pioneer, mixed martial arts fighter and UFC pioneer Mark Kerr. He basically the movie is based off. In an interview, I haven't watched the interview that this was said, but I've heard it repeated several times by people who are so closely associated with the project that I just believe it at this point. Where the director is Benny Safdie, who, did I force you to watch Happy Gilmore 2? Don't remember.
No,
No? Okay. And I don't think you've seen Happy Gilmore 2.
I don't think I've seen the second one either.
Okay. So I don't have a good reference. So Benny Safdie, the guy who did Uncut Gems, probably a movie you haven't seen either. Highly recommended that one last night. Or I highly recommend... Anyway, I recommended that movie as well. So this movie is based off Mark Kerr. Former UFC fighter. He... how do you put it? Basically, he got addicted to opiates, nearly died, went to rehab, continued fighting, all that kind of stuff. That's just the basic outline. Was based off a documentary that the director saw, and like the documentary, apparently from the interviews, they like straight up like were. I don't want to say lifted because they didn't plagiarize, but they were heavily inspired and almost took things a few scenes shot for shot from the documentary.
Okay.
But it is a very, 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 very good movie. I'll start with that. Sorry, I don't know how to start this. I'm really bad. I'm real bad, guys. I'm good. So I'll just start. It's a very good movie. So the movie itself stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Mostly because he's the guy that they did have to use prosthetics, and like, frankly, this movie should win an Oscar for makeup and prosthetics. Just because they did a really good job of like making The Rock not look like The Rock. He just, yeah. There are times like when you're watching the movie. At least for me, there are times when I was watching it. You can kind of still see The Rock, and like it. He talks, and you can like, oh, that's The Rock's voice. But then like you'll have like this weird. At least for me, there's a weird disconnect. Like that's his voice, but that's not The Rock's face. So, like, as I phrased it in my thoughts here, yes, his voice is still iconic. Like, you can't avoid it. Like, there are times when he talks, you're like, that's Dwayne Johnson talking, but that doesn't look like Dwayne Johnson. But by the end of the movie, at least for me, even Mark Kerr at that stage in his life went bald, and so like he himself, so like the Rock's character, Dwayne's Dwayne is bald, and like it's bald, and you're like, you still don't look like the Rock, and like the Rock is always bald, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just part of his iconic look. So this probably should win an Oscar for makeup and prosthetics, just because you can't tell it's The Rock, which I think is pretty awesome. The sound work, so good. Now, I will say, I went on a Betty Safdie binge. I literally got home, wished I could rewatch The Smashing Machine, and then found where Uncut Gems was streaming. And the sound work between the two movies is just incredible. Like, this is tertiary, but I would love to see Betty Safdie do a horror movie. Because the way that they have between what I saw in Uncut Gems and all the sound direction in the Smashing Machine, like he gets anxiety and ambience in just the most amazing way. Like you will have like just when the scene is meant to be full of tension, the sound is like you've got tension in the strings. Like it's a what's the word I'm looking for? Music brain work. I'll just call just it's a tension in the chords, like it's not resolving,
Yeah.
right? And it builds like it'll kind of start
Dissonance?
dissonant. Thank you, dissonant chords, and like it'll kind of start soft, and then it'll kind of grow as like the tension in the scene grows, and then the pacing of like lines, and then the sound, and it all grows together, and suddenly you find yourself just kind of like you find yourself more drawn into your seat. You're like, oh, I'm really needing to know what's going on here. It was so good. But then they also do a great job of just having nothing in the background too. Like there are times when there's no music, no sound, and it's just dead silent. And because it's meant to be dead silent, because it's meant to make you feel uncomfortable, or it's meant to draw focus to this particular sound. Like at one point in the movie, like hit the romantic interest played by Emily Blunt, who also amazing job in the movie, as per usual. It's Emily Blunt. She picks up like a cat that they have. There's no soundtrack in the background. It's just them like talking, but then it's quiet, right? And then she picks up the cat, and you just hear the purr, kind of like in the back of the scene. It was just so good. I cannot, and in particular, the fight scenes. The fight scenes is so good. I almost don't want to give it away, but they use, whenever there's a fight on screen, he's got like jazz music playing, which is such a cool creative direction because because they're having this jazz music kind of play because it's meant to show that this is a choreographed dance. Like, well, not a choreographed dance, but it's a dance. Even when in like the UFC, it's like it's not predetermined like WWE. These men are they're wanting to submit or knock the other person out. Right? These people are legitimately just beating the poop out of each other for the money. But there's a dance to it all because, they're avoiding and sometimes they're blocking and the fact that they contrast it with the jazz music, and then they will do edits sometimes with like the beats or sometimes with a hit, or I loved the editing in the fight scenes. The photography as well. Frankly, in both Uncut Gems and Smashing Machine, but certainly the Smashing Machine, some of the photography is awesome. Like, just, I am a sucker for good silhouette work. And there are several scenes in Smashing Machine which the silhouette work is just, it makes me a wet work. You know what I'm saying? But editing, and like just the thought of editing this movie, by the way, because one of the cutscenes like edited by Benny Safdie, like this man edited the whole. I cannot imagine the amount of hours he put into editing this movie, because it looks every cut is intentional and it looks all done with love. Like there's not a scene of this movie that feels out of place. There's not a cut that feels out of place. It is with as little, what's the word I'm looking for? With as little, I don't know how to put it. It is a phenomenal movie. And every time, like, it's one of those movies that you kind of go, oh, I'm watching a masterpiece. Like, this is an artwork without being like a stupid indie art film project. Like, this feels like an art project that someone put love into. Excuse me. The acting, once again, so good. Dwayne disappears.
I might sneeze.
Aha. You can always press that button to mute yourself.
I didn't know that I didn't know if I was going to have a moment to think that clearly.
That is fair. But the acting, really good. Dwayne and Emily Blunt are awesome. Those are the two roles that stick out to me. Like, I thought everyone was great. Like, the guy that they have play Mark Coleman, I kind of thought was Mark Coleman for a bit, mostly because I don't know Mark Coleman that well, and I'm not a UFC nerd like some. I just enjoy it purely because it still blows my mind that like these guys just want to beat each other up to see who's better.
Yeah.
And like most of the time, there's no real animosity. It's like I think like in the opening scene, like he like knocks him out, right, and he's like restorating his arms, like, is he okay? It was just so cool. And the movie is raw. I know from one of the interviews I listened to, they took a scene directly from the documentary where you see Mark Kerr like wrapping his arm with the tube and filling the needle with whatever opiate, presumably morphine or whatever, right? And putting it in and pulling a little bit of blood to make sure he hits a vein, and then pushing it all in, and then they do the sound design of it. Oh, it is uncomfortably raw in those moments, like, because it's basically like, again, in the documentary, you literally saw this man shooting up. In the movie, you literally don't actually see the man literally shooting up, but you actually see him shooting up. And it's uncomfortable, and it should be.
Yeah.
And it's, I cannot heap enough praise onto this movie. Frankly, if you haven't, I highly recommend everyone. I'm 6 years late on this, by the way, but if you haven't seen Uncut Gems, go see Uncut Gems. I know I watched it on HBO Max. I think supposedly it's also available on Disney Plus or Hulu, but I watched on HBO Max. So I loved it, and there's plenty of time left in the year, but I think this movie is going to be in consideration for a lot of different awards come that season, because it's that good. And once again, I'll tell everyone, just go watch it. Just go watch it.
I might. We'll see.
You might. Honestly, you could not watch this movie. I think you still... I know I have a profile for you on HBO. Because at one point, Genlock was on HBO.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm sorry, HBO, but I'd be willing to share the password. So you could at the very least watch Uncut Gems, because that movie is, wow. And I learned in the credits afterwards that it's a Scorsese attached himself to it.
Oh.
And when I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. You'd attach yourself to this movie. Like, he's an executive producer or something like that. So, like, it was those movies are just so good. I love them. They're uncomfortable, but they're so good. And then, again, tertiary, I need Benny Safdie to make a horror movie. So bad. Like, make Silent Hill. Like, Konami, whoever's doing the Silent Hill movie, give him full creative control. Let him do Silent Hill. I think he'll knock it out of the park. I really want Jordan Peele and Benny Safdie to like work together. But that's just me. But I have talked a lot, considering I didn't know even how to start it. But so, after talking a whole lot, I guess, in the words of the modern philosophers, semisonic. It's closing time.
It's closing time.
So, plugs. What do you want to plug this week, sir?
I mean, I should probably plug myself.
Should probably do that, yes.
Go check out. I just lost it. Yeah, go check out my Twitch.
Go check out his Twitch.
It's
listed below him right here. The schedule, but where you can find him on Twitch is listed right below his crotch. Technically, I think it's actually more like right there.
In there somewhere.
It's more around his knees, not the crotch. But
there we go. That's what I did.
Yeah. So now, you go. I'm re-pulling up the document.
So yeah, that'll be Wednesday. Aiming for Wednesday, 7 p.m.
I'll be there in the latter half of the stream.
Maybe 7:30. I don't know. It's my first time. We'll see what happens.
He's gonna have to kind of figure it out as he goes. That's how it all works. Chat shoutouts this week. Don't really got much for a chat shoutout, although I do. Oh no, I got currently signed out. That's rude. Okay, cool. I'm back. It was from our clip. What games have we been playing? I gotta go to the actual video. Come on. I'm sorry. Give me a second. It's my first day, guys. Give me a second here. Viewing on YouTube. I don't want to play, but we want to give a shout out to Surfside M. He commented on the what games have we been playing from Just Doing What We Do 921.
Nice.
And he said the Mass Effect trilogy is cool stuff. And actually, we both agree with you there.
Yeah.
He is more of a fanatic of it than me, but I enjoy the Mass Effect trilogy. So, again, Surfside M, thanks for the comment on the video. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Give me a second as I pull up the document again, maybe somewhere. Yeah, so that's all of our shout-outs for this week.
Future topics, suggestions. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, want our opinions on, want to tell us we're wrong about.
Yeah. For example, we'll bring back to it. If you want to tell us that our opinions of the Trolley Mountain Dew are wrong, if you think they deserve more like an A grade, let us know. If you think Baba Ganoush is less than salsa, he would agree with you, and let us know.
Yeah.
And while you're letting us know all those things, maybe giving us ideas for future topics if we didn't cover something that they wanted us to cover, you know what else they can do? They can like this video. And while you're liking this video, if you aren't already, you can subscribe. Please subscribe. We need you. This cat needs you to subscribe. Give him a sad look, Zelda. Stop sniffing my finger. Give them a sad look. Tell them to subscribe. Oh, okay, you won't. That's fine.
Now Zelda's traumatized.
She's traumatized for life.
So with that,
we're going to go do what we do.
You go do you.
And we'll see you guys. Well, he'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday. And we will both see you guys next Sunday. So, bye!